Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out a game called RGB by a developer named Killed by a Pixel. I know I've covered a game called RGB already on the channel, but this one is commas between the red, green, and blue. I don't know, there's a lot of games called the same thing. I think I even saw another game called RGB in the same competition. It is what it is. Just got to make the best of it. But this one looked extremely cool, and I thought it was definitely worth covering. Again, this is LD26, and the theme is minimalism. And today we're going to be exploring a little bit of an adventure here, playing as this orb with RGB colors oozing out of it. I'm not sure exactly why this is the way it is, but I know it's freaking pretty. So this is like an abstract, very minimalist, obviously, platformer. I'm not sure if there's much in the way of puzzles or other, like, out-of-the-box kind of exploration elements, but I just thought it looked really neat. I already kind of get this feeling it's a little bit maybe evocative of something like Limbo, maybe within a deep forest as well with the ball element. But everything's got such a nice, glowy neon feel to it. I really enjoy watching those colors bend through each other like that, and I almost just want to keep playing with the ball. But now we have entered a new area. Okay, so there's actually a color scheme going on either side of this. Apparently this engine was created by this developer. I'm not sure if they did the engine in time just like specifically for this contest, but regardless, it's pretty freaking well done. I mean, there's light sources, there's colored lighting on everything. I mean, look at the really fine edge on that, how it has a yellow tinge to it. The bouncing physics feel really nice, the sound effects are great, there's actually music. It's probably going to be hard for you guys to hear, though. I had to turn the volume to such a degree where the sound of... Whoa, okay. The sound of the ball revving up, that kind of whirring sound, sort of overpowers the music in the background, so, I mean, I couldn't really set one volume level to the other. So, just gotta make the best of it what we can. It's very cool, though, how you think there is ground there, and it's actually just a shadow. It really plays with your head a little bit. I know I'm taking forever to go through this passage here. I just wanted to enjoy that for a moment. And check out those colored shadows as we go by. I mean, this kind of feels a little bit like a tech demo, but at the same time, it's so pretty. I don't mind at all. I just really like going through those shadows. Or light paths. Alright, what's going on in here? Got a little bit of a cave maybe down at the bottom? No? Okay, that's not anything. So we gotta get enough bounce action to bounce our way up. Shouldn't be too hard to accomplish. Oh, okay, actually maybe it's gonna be a little harder than I expected. Oh, that would have done it. Ugh. Come on now. When it hits the wall like that, it really wants to bounce far in the opposite direction. There we go. Just gonna bounce like a crazy person. Whoa, look at this light path. And now I feel a little bit like we're in a sequence from Metroid Prime or something. Playing as a morphing ball. Oh wow, we've got some sort of like dangerous hot lava area over here. See if I can traverse that effectively. Oh wow. Holy crap. Alright, so you don't want to bounce into that lava, that's real bad. Thankfully it saves each checkpoint before each colored area, so I'm not too upset about that. Even if I had to replay it from the beginning, it really wouldn't have been all that bad. Although it probably would have made it a little annoying if this game keeps going a lot further and there weren't any checkpoints. Let's get a little bounce. There we go. It's actually more like a wall jump than a bounce. I think it actually works a lot better if you're going left to right like that. Oh, check out the rain effects. It's pretty nice. What's going on in the background? Is there, is that waving trees or something? Looks like the rain actually has a little bit of a particle effect, and we've got like a really like 8-bit lightning sound going on. Very cool. What am I gonna do with this? I want to get up on top of that though. How am I gonna do that? I might have to maybe bounce down this whole hill or something. Maybe there's a secret if I bounce just right. I know for a fact I can get up there. I could probably get up there right here. I just need to bounce off this wall first. There we go. Oh, well, that doesn't really accomplish a whole lot, does it? What if I bounce again? No. Alright, had to know, had to satiate my curiosity. I'd also like to get up there, but I think that's going to be substantially harder. Although it looks like I might have to, so... Oh, actually, not that bad at all. What do I know? Whoa, there's like some kind of cling jelly on the wall here I can use to climb up this wall. That's pretty sweet. I'm not sure how I get around that top edge, though. Maybe I should not be jumping. What if I just roll... Alright, so the momentum makes me fling off of there, so let's just go very quietly and gently around this edge. Beautiful. What's going on over here? Is this a secret area? No. Makes me think a little bit of like Shadow Complex or something, where there's just secrets on it, pretty much every surface that doesn't look regular. Oh wow. It's a repeated convention. I wasn't expecting that for whatever reason. Very cool. Feels just like the spider ball in Metroid 2. Except faster and less tedious. What's going on up there? That looks like a place I could go. There's a little path through the bottom half there. I think I probably have to jump along the tops of these things, though. I have to say, this is probably one of the more well-realized games that I've seen in one of the LD competitions. This is very well done. I mean, I feel like I'm not really having any real complaints like that are valid about this. This is all enjoyable to me, and it's all well put together. I mean, the graphical aesthetic is quite beautiful. Whoa, I keep forgetting that's not going to be a shadow. It keeps throwing me off every single time. The music is great. I really like these sound effects. I like playing as this crazy ball with the light stream behind it. It's just a lot of fun to look at visually. And since the actual gameplay and the controls back it up, I don't know what there is to be upset about. So, so far, so good. My second episode of LD26 coverage. Alright, that's what that's about. I'm supposed to make that jump across there. But yeah, pretty good for my second find, I would say. I actually went through a lot of games. I've actually gone through all 98 pages of LD submissions. Granted, I haven't played all of them yet, obviously, because there are like 2,300 of them or something. There we go. But I did actually make note of all the ones that I wanted to potentially cover on the show. And I think I narrowed a list down to about 25. But I might actually have to prune that a few more times, because 25 is like basically a full month's worth of LD26 coverage, which if I started right now, I'd have probably just enough time. Sorry, I keep screwing up this jump. I'd probably have just enough time to make most of them in before the judging ends. But also, you know, I have a ton of developer requests coming in at the same time, so I might maybe mix them up, or maybe I'll cover a few of them after the fact. Or, you know, maybe a few of them just won't work, which I've already had happen, actually. I tried to play one of the games and it just didn't launch. And then the developer in the LD page actually was like, yeah, I'm aware there's an issue with this with some people's computers. Well, I don't know. Not much you can do in that case. When making a game in 48 hours, I fully expect there are going to be some problems. Wow, I really need to stop trying to rush through that. If I don't make it in a couple more tries, I might have to employ an edit here or something. Getting a little silly. But anyway, yeah, I found a lot of really good games this contest cycle. I don't know if that's what you call that officially. Why can't I just bounce off of this wall? I bet I can actually do that and avoid having to go through that puzzle again. I can probably just launch myself up from this ramp, actually. If I could bounce off that edge, I could... Oh, no. I could probably just bounce right over to it. Yeah, like that. See, advanced level maneuvers. Stop going up, please. Oh my god. Alright, there is a lot of momentum-based action going on here. Stop going up, please. There we go. Much better. Alright, we're off to Blue Land. Whoa, okay, I got a little backwards there when I came off of that sticky ramp or whatever, sticky rail. What's going on with this? Oh, wow, there's like some lava up here. Whoa, there's fireballs chasing me. I don't like that at all. Whoa, it's dropping particles or something with shadows on them. Actually, it reminds me a little bit of the Super Meat Boy engine, like if it didn't have textures on most of the sprites. That was bad. Alright, I totally deserve that. And I love that effect as you spawn in. I think that's a really nice effect. I also quite like the... it almost looks like the ball is like denting or deforming the ground as you roll through it. There we go. Oh, there it is. I knew that was coming. It's pretty strange that I actually quite like the fact that I'm playing as this ball. I mean, there's like almost no personality to it directly, but at the same time, I don't really mind. Where's the fireball? There it is. Oh! Wow. Now, how often does that thing shoot? Alright, maybe I can trick it into hitting the wall there. Oh! Oh, come on! Quite a mysterious little world, too. I mean, it has a lot of ambience for such a quickly created game. Oh, I hit the button, it just didn't roll. And it's so smooth, actually. Like, if you control the ball around it... Wow. It actually feels really silky. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for it to shoot while I'm right here. That way it hits the floor. And everything should be just fine. Now, momentum. Ball jump. Beautiful, I'm out. Now, what is this about? I can actually push a block over here. Oh, goodness. So this seems like a pretty much fully fledged adventure game, or like adventure platformer. It's also like surprisingly a longer game than I was expecting. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but probably not this much. Usually these games tend to be like 5 minutes long. Well, I shouldn't say usually, but often that seems to be the case, or appears to be the case anyway. A lot of times they have replay value in ways that you might not expect. I hope there wasn't a way to go right, because I didn't do that at all. Alright, little magma balls. I've had enough of you. Gently around the corner. Oh, right into the lava at the top. Yeah, that's right. I don't know if I've even mentioned this yet, but I'm actually playing this on a 360 controller. Oh, okay, there's just death over here. Well, now we know. Which is also a pretty sweet feature. I'm using the left analog stick and the right trigger to bounce, which actually doesn't feel as weird as it might sound at first. I mean, I was expecting at first to use the A or the X button or something, but when that didn't pan out, I quickly started fumbling around looking for other control options, and right trigger actually doesn't feel that bad. Alright, lava ball, can you please get lost? There we go. Up and over the edge, and checkpoint. Whoa, what's this about? Oh, we've got a little physics-enabled thing. We've got seesaws. Thankfully, those are super easy. And back out into the rain. What do we have going on over on this wall? Anything? There's a little ramp here I could probably use. Nope, nothing there. I really hope there's some secrets in this, because this game is like super primed for secrets the way it's set up. I mean, between Limbo and then there's a little bit of like the insanely twisted Shadow Planet vibe to it. And both of those games had, well, maybe not tons of secrets, but enough that it made me definitely want to explore every inch that I could touch. And when a game like this is based primarily on physics and meandering around as your character to the best of your ability, it does seem like an obvious thing to try to reward the player for traversal of strange mechanics. Wow, okay, so I've fallen down an entire mountain. Is it what it can bring me back to the very beginning or something? Oh, that's the end. Created by Frank Force. Thanks for playing. Thanks, Frank Force. This is a very cool game. Probably one of my favorite LD games so far that I've found, period. Regardless of competition, this is really good, and I would really love to see more of your work at some point. So if you do actually end up watching this, I really appreciate you making this a very good time. And I would definitely throw my vote your way. So, I guess that's the potato. I think that there was a potato mentioned. If you don't know the deal, I actually had to ask on Twitter the other day, what's up with all the potatoes in the LD entries? I guess there was a theme that people could vote on, that potatoes were one of them, and I guess there was a small contingent of people that felt slightly shafted that they didn't get potatoes as their theme or something, so they wanted to include the potatoes in their games anyway. If I'm recounting that slightly off, then I apologize, but I think that's how I took it from the way that I was reading it. Anyway, I think it's kind of a funny thing that there's all these potatoes. I think the other obvious thing would be that it has some sort of a shout out to like the whole Steam Portal 2 potato debacle thing. That wasn't a debacle, but it was pretty silly. What was that, the winter sale from like 2010 or 11 or something? When did Portal 2 come out, 2010? I don't know. That was a pretty good game, Portal 2. I haven't gone back to it, though, since the level editor came out, and I haven't actually spent much time with the level editor because it just broke. For whatever reason, it just didn't really like my computer, but, you know, I still enjoyed it. I actually made a tutorial video for people, if anyone is interested, on how to learn how to level edit in Portal 2. But this is, we're getting pretty far off the rails here, so let's bring things back to reality. This is R, G, B, actually pronounced RGB, I'm sure. But I need to differentiate it in my archive somehow, so I'm trying to make that clear. So yeah, if you search for RGB, you should probably get 2 games now instead of just the one. Definitely worth your time. Give it a free download at the link that will be in the description below. This is definitely one that I think I'm going to be voting for. I don't know, it's up to you guys, though. I think it's definitely one of the most polished and well-done games that's come into the competition that I've stumbled upon. But we have a long way to go, a lot of coverage yet to come, so hopefully there will be other ones as good as this one. Also, I know it's a matter of taste. I mean, not everybody enjoys this style of gameplay. And granted, the controls can be a little bit extra bouncy if you're not into the momentum controls like that, the physics, the way they are. I still really like looking at those colors combining underneath. I'm just like a super huge sucker for colors and what my deal is. Anyway, indie-impressions.com if you want to check out all the old and new videos in the series. They're all tagged and grouped neatly by genre, by distribution method, and there's even a tag for the LD game. So if you want to browse other coverage of this competition, feel free to go click that link. Other than the website, though, facebook.com/indieimpressions if you want to go visit to get every day's new video delivered into your Facebook stream. I also do news updates on the channel, as well as contests and game giveaways occasionally. Only takes a second to like it if you choose to, but it will help me out a bit, so totally up to you. I also have a Twitter handle, which is @RockLeeSmile. If you want to say hey over there, feel free to. I'm always up for chat or whatever is going on. All my social media links are going to be right in the description of this video, as well as the download link for this game itself, so feel free to go click around, see what you can discover, and check out some awesome indie games. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you'll come back again tomorrow for another great game, and I hope you'll have a lovely night. I will talk to you then. Later.